Guys, a little bit of a history of what we've done this past year and why we are presenting this show to you. Over the past year, our youth have learned a number of acting techniques and have presented a number of plays that were based on children's books at our after-school partnerships. They've learned how to write scripts from a text, memorize lines, create characters, and perform in front of an audience all in the span of 8 months, which is pretty miraculous, and I'm sure you'll be very impressed once you see the skills that they've done right in front of you.
So this project started because our youth mainly work bringing children's books to life, and those are the stories they bring to life. About halfway through the year, we worked on really starting to bring their own stories to life and talking about an issue that all of them really cared about, which was bullying. We read articles from online and read stories about it, and then started talking about our own stories with bullying and translating them into theater.
So, as Laura said, the play is based loosely on real events. The youth have worked hard to create this play, and we hope that you enjoy this experience as we expect that some of the themes might ring true to some people. A lot of people understand bullying and are familiar with it. So there might be some strong themes. If you feel at any point like you need to remove yourself, like if something just resonates with you, feel free to do so. The exit's right there. And the other thing we just wanted to say is that there is some strong language and some strong content, so if anyone's under 13, we're actually recommending that it's for people 13 and up, so anyone under 13 here is kind of here at their own discretion. Our youth will also be leading a talk back at the end of the show where they'll be answering questions that you have about creating the production and then about the production itself, so be sure to stick around for that. And if you could just silence any cell phones and all that. And also, as you can hear, this room echoes very well. So we just ask that you refrain from some side conversations so you can hear the actors on stage.
And thank you very much, and enjoy the first full performance of the Youth Literacy Theater Troupe.
I was just wondering what we're going to tell again.
Well, when are you going to act me out again?
I was sorry.
That sounds good. What are you going to do?
You watch it.
What kind of movie? Not scary movies. Maybe like fun.
Fine.
Sounds good. See you then.
Come on, Ricky. You know what happened this weekend?
What's been doing homework, yo?
Come on, seriously.
Just put last week's homework or something. She barely even looks at it.
Guys, what's taking so long?
Maybe Quad's taking up all the dessert.
Yo, big guys, there's so many people who need it. Look how skinny Anthony is. He needs all the cake you're taking, bro.
Hey, I'd rather be skinny than need a fork with a line.
Guys, come on. Oh, it's right here.
No, we're not sitting with her.
Why not?
Listen, let's ignore her.
Well, it's not like any guys are going to be wondering why she's wearing that shirt. I mean, wow.
I know, right? I don't even know how she got into those pants. They look like they were painted on.
Maybe they were painted on by the same person that painted on all that makeup.
It's not even her clothes. She's such a...
Hey, Natalie, save me some seats.
Oh, we will. Mike is sitting with me.
What's going on with you guys anyway?
You know how guys are. Sometimes they're into it and then they get distracted.
That sucks.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm
Shit. Yo, hey, got your seat. What's up with me?
know, you have any parents that happen this weekend?
You didn't do your homework?
There must have been a big storm somewhere, right?
Dude, cat's stuck in the tree, I'm telling you.
Hey, Ricky, there's hardly Cecily with us.
I don't know, man. He seems fine. He said it's not like we're friends with her anyways.
Don't listen to her. She's trying to see if you can see the girls.
No, she just looks kind of lonely.
Forget about that. Let's see how many grades I can catch in all. I bet I can catch 5.
Yeah, she's great.
Yo, let me get that.
Oh, that's messed up. Stop.
Yo, you look kind of hungry. I think you should come from me. Yeah.
I don't think so.
My man, let me tell you something. I think it's magic. Let me help you out.
Yo, seriously, bro. You don't want you getting a heart attack. You know you don't pay attention to health class.
Especially because your heart's so soft and sensitive.
Like a marshmallow.
Yo, you're gonna kill him with those jokes, but hold on, let me help you out. This guy thinks he's the biggest loser. We're for you.
She's never had a loser good. Oh, Damien, you're so helpful.
Thanks.
Gross. Hang on.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Well, then I'll see you in chemistry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy. Seltzer definitely take you.
I can't believe you do that.
You know I would.
So I was wondering if you'd like to chill this weekend.
Come back.
I mean, I'm actually kind of busy this week. Maybe some other time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
My fault.
Hey, Juan, why are you so late? You got less than 10 pounds of bacon you had for lunch.
Man, yo, who's on the phone with the blur on the bathroom?
Ricky, music away. All right, class. I'm coming around to check homework. She feels that's last week's homework.
No, it's today.
That's last week's statement. Where is that test your parents needed to sample? Oh, nice job.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I took your advice and went to the library to see if you needed any tutors. I start next week.
Oh, congratulations. Your parents must be so proud. No homework today, Juan?
No, I have it. It's right here.
What happened to it?
I accidentally stepped on it and it ripped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right, but it's such a sissy. You're not the boss of the electric, so.
It's just homework. It doesn't matter that much anyway. I don't care.
Yeah, okay, baby.
What was that?
Yo, why did you put back across the room for no reason? You're so dumb. This kid.
Well, that was a pointless thing to do, Juan. Are you having some kind of seizure? Send me to the nurse. Okay, settle down. No harm done. Just don't do it again and you should be okay. Hopefully. Alright, so, if you may recall, yesterday we talked about the judicial system and how courts decide who's right and who's wrong. Has anyone heard of Tyler Clementi?
Is that college guy who killed himself?
Yes. Do you know anything else about him?
Yeah. His roommate said that he's making out with another guy, right?
Yes. So Tyler and his roommate were freshmen at Rutgers University in New Jersey, and one day his roommate decided it would be funny to videotape him in an intimate moment with another man and post it on the internet. When Tyler found out, he posted a status on Facebook and jumped off the George Washington Bridge. He's been convicted of many crimes and will serve time in jail. And he might even be deported still. What do you think about that? Ricky?
Well, it's definitely not cool how I recorded his roommate making out with some guy, but it's not like he actually killed him. I really don't think he should be going to jail for that, you know what I mean?
I think he should be in trouble. Maybe at school. He should suspend him.
I don't think it's a big deal. A lot of guys get bullied and they don't kill themselves. He wasn't a little kid. He should have been able to take something.
Yes, but he was new though, so maybe he didn't feel comfortable.
Telling everyone who was staying may be dangerous.
These are all really good points. So what do you think would be a fair punishment? Shaquille?
I wonder how you do that webcam thing.
Yeah, maybe we should put something that goes off. I'll be hot.
I still don't see why it's a big deal. At least he wasn't gay and fat.
Well, at least he had the guts to do it. Some people wouldn't even have the balls to go through it. But don't be mad that gay guy killed himself. There's all the other guys out there for you. Here, I'll cut you.
I don't want it.
Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't. I heard gay guys only like it if you're not fat.
So it's a complicated question, which is why many states are considering anti-bullying laws. Massachusetts passed an anti-bullying law in 2009 after a couple of young kids killed themselves after bullying. Boys, food away in class, please.
Wait, I don't understand. So, I kid around with my friends all the time. So does that mean I'll get arrested for it?
Well, not exactly. I mean, I know how you boys are. It seems like every day I see someone in the hall calling their best friends terrible names. But really, you should be aware of people's feelings.
Yeah, we're just playing.
Like I was playing with your mom.
Okay, everybody. The bell's about to ring. Don't forget that your research paper outline is due on Friday. Point off if it's late. And if you forget which president you have, you can ask me.
What's my president again?
George Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Juan, can I see you for a second after class, please?
Hey, Natalia, do you know where we're going to get from?
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Hey, Miss Michaels.
Juan, what's been going on with you? Late to class, ripped homework, and today throwing things across the room? What are you thinking?
I've just been having a really hard time making friends. They call me fat and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, well, if that's all, I can recommend a great diet for you. And you can go to the gym and make some friends. That's manly, right? I know it's hard, Juan. And really, they shouldn't say those things to you. But you heard what I said today in class. Sometimes boys make fun of each other as a way to bond or whatever. I'm sure they don't mean to hurt your feelings.
No, yeah, I know.
Good. Now run to class and don't forget your research paper outline. And don't rip it.
easy. All you have to write is introduction on top of it. We'll go on the bottom.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up?
Hey Mike, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Me too, hopefully it's fun. Yeah.
she's such a slut. Who? You know? I don't even know why Mike is even digging her. It's whatever, none of the girls are gonna talk to her.
I mean, they're just talking, but if it gets further than that, I have to step in. I can't let him go through.
Yeah, you know what I heard what she pretty much did with the whole basketball team?
What?
So Saturday, your house at 7?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sounds good. Oh, but I have to be home before 10, or my mom will play.
Really, 10?
I know, but
Alright, fine.
so Saturday.
Alright.
My man.
So, that was a pretty bad pass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Those guys seem to be going really hard on her. Do you think, I don't know, we should do something about it?
I mean, Juan kind of does bring it on himself. I mean, you should just stand up to them or something.
But they're being really mean. If you just said, hey, leave me alone, do you think they'll stop?
I don't even talk to them. Maybe if you just act like it's a joke, it'll be alright.
Hey.
Hey, Shaquille.
What's up? What's going on?
Well, Andy's worried about Juan. The guys are being pretty tough on him.
Aw, come on, Andy. You know they're funny. You see Mike going through his backpack across the room?
Yeah, I did. Maybe it was funny the first 20 times they did it.
Well, whatever you do, you can't snitch.
You know they think it was Juan who told, right?
I guess.
If you just leave it alone, he'll be fine.
I hope so.
Come on, let's go to the gym before we're late.
Damn, like, she's hot. But are you really gonna start taking her on walks on the beach and buying her roses and stuff?
Sounds like Al doesn't got it.
Yo, for real. Picture it didn't happen.
Actually, take a look.
Oh. Damn, like, she said she that, but she still got her bra. Is that the best you can do?
Yo, hold on. Get him till Saturday. Like, then we'll be seeing everything, right, Mike?
Obviously.
Hey guys, what are you looking at?
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Yo, get that back. Wow, you into skanks now, Mike? Well, she sent you this, so it must not matter to her how many people see she.
Oh my God.
Now everybody's gonna see you for the little girlfriend.
Thanks for calling.
Yo, hold on. I know who would appreciate this. Hey, Juan.
Hey, Juan. Is this turning you on?
Yo, seriously, will you get a chance? Seriously, will you get a chance?
Yeah, I like girls.
Yo, what do you think?
She's hot.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I just wish she'd take a little more off, right?
But yo, Maggie's going on a date with her this weekend. You have any advice?
He should probably wrap it up. I hear she gets around.
Wow, Mike. Even Juan likes your girl. That means she looks like a man. Maybe she'd be down for a 2-bad threesome.
Oh, very funny.
What the hell, Juan? What did I ever do to you?
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, come on, listen, I didn't mean anything.
You know, I was never mean to you. I never called you fat or gay or any other names that they called you.
Well, you were really never nice to me in front of them, were you? I mean, you just act nice when there's nobody around.
You know what? I don't even care what they call you, but they can call you whatever. I'm done. Whatever.
Okay, well, you know what? It doesn't matter what you think, because everybody just thinks you're a whore now. Lisette, wait.
for a living? You're a dumbass kid. Just get out of here.
Facebook.
Bullying victim.
Dealing with bullying in the classroom. Let's see. StopBullying.gov.
Status update. Don't you hate girls that get attention by taking their clothes off? Like,
Support kids who are bullied. Listen and focus on the child. Give advice about what to do and know that kids who are bullied may struggle with talking about it. Be persistent. Avoid these mistakes.
private message to Gina, Alicia, and Carmen. Have you seen that picture that's been going around? That girl's such a hoe. I cannot believe Mike is even digging her.
Tyler Clement.
Never tell the child to ignore the bully. Do not blame the child for being bullied.
Hey, Lisette, you're famous. Check this link. Send.
Let's see. Oh my god. What? Mike, what the hell? Do you put my picture online? Who else has my picture? This isn't funny. Pick up.
Things to do if you're bullied. Look at the kid bullying you and tell them to stop in a calm, clear voice. You can also try to laugh.
Bullying, suicide.
Google, let's set up on. What the freak?
I got it.
And voicemail.
Mike, seriously, I'm probably going to be expelled on 15. This is illegal. Pick up. This is not funny.
Facebook. Pictures. Private message to Mike, Anthony, and Natalia. Yo, my newsfeed is mad dry.
Sound like Juan's timeline. His is filled with pictures and stuff.
Yo, making it interesting does sound like fun. Really, Juan? Requested your birthday? Not anymore.
You're in his account.
Yeah, I'm in his account. What should we do first?
Change his last name to Loves Boys.
Change his status to even 10 pounds of hot sausage.
You should send a message to all his guy friends and say, I never knew this, but I love you.
I'm setting him up on a couple of gay dating sites.
That's awesome.
Hey, look, I already 27 likes on status. I came up with it.
What do you think Juan's looking for in a man, besides the obvious?
Someone who doesn't mind a few pounds.
Let's see. Reachout.com. Research on bullying has often concluded that it occurs most frequently in the presence of bystanders who choose to merely watch events and blah, 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 blah. This isn't
New status on Juan Loves Boys. I'm just looking for someone to hold. Someone to love me and whisper love poems in my ear.
Ways to kill yourself that don't hurt.
Status update. Nobody's ever going to think of me as anything but that topless girl anymore. I just can't do this. I'm sorry.
I just can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Oh God.
Lisette, please leave your message.
Lisette, are you there? Hello? Look, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Hello? So we began to write the play for Artes Palante, but unfortunately we weren't able to do it for Artes Palante because of the language and the content, and there were going to be younger children there. So we postponed for that, and we've been working on it since March. Since March. So I mean, we had to stop. It was crazy because we really didn't have much time for Artes Palante, so we were trying to crunch everything together for Artes Palante. But then luckily we got some extension until today.
Why did you choose school as a setting? Did you hear about it? How did you choose school as a setting?
Repeat the question.
No, I can answer it.
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, why did we choose school as a setting? We chose school as a setting because bullying is really common among teenagers, and so a lot of the bullying is at school or is online, and so we thought, because obviously that's when kids see each other the most, at school, so we thought it would be the perfect setting because it does happen there the most.
It seems like really hard stuff you're dishing at each other during the play. How do you keep liking each other afterwards? What are the rest of these guys?
For me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I mean, I know it's just acting, so it's kind of at the end of the day, we argue all the time. We argue all the time as Wild T, so at the end of the day, we're like a family, and you just can't be mad at each other.
But he was really upset when he first saw the script. Very upset.
I was.
I have a question. How did you feel about playing the role of the girl that was going to kill herself? Did you have any sort of impact in you?
Well, it was definitely nerve-wracking for me, and then I didn't feel comfortable at first with the whole idea of having to kill myself, but then I got used to it. And by the way, we are not our character in real life.
How do you think you can solve this bullying in schools?
How do you think we can solve this bullying in schools?
Maybe we can spread awareness. You mean to get this into schools, the play or this curriculum? Oh, so basically just spread the word. If you see a kid being bullied, just be like, yo, what's up? Bully, that could be you in that situation being bullied. Nobody want to be your friend. You should just put yourself in their shoes and try to help out.
Basically, we realized that not everyone is going to be bullied, but most people have seen people being bullied, and what we want to let them know is don't just stand there while they're being bullied, because it could affect them more than you think. Yeah, it might be funny, yeah, they might be joking, but some people are really harshly affected by it. bullying and teasing.
Yeah, that sort of gets to my question. I know you're not the characters, but I'm curious how many of you have seen this stuff or maybe been on one side or the other? Like, show of hands. How many of you have seen it or been on one side or the other? Yeah.
I'd just like to say, actually, this play came put together from us journaling, and we there was a time in Wild Tears where we journaled and we spoke about things we've seen or we've experienced. Doesn't necessarily mean it was the character that we played, but it's from our journals.
Combination.
Yeah, it's a combination.
It's a combination of things that we've actually seen happening.
Okay, I have a question for you. Why do people always stop bullying for us? Why do people stop bullying for us? Like saying, yeah.
I think what he's trying to say is like, how is it that we can get people to stop bullying us? I think.
How to get people to stop bullying us?
Yes.
Stand up for yourself, basically.
And also, that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like crazy about the whole no snitching thing, and I think it's really important that when you are being bullied, it's really important to let people know what's happening. Because, I mean, you can't just solve the problem by yourself, and the more people that can help you, the better. So I think telling people what's going on is important, you know.
I thought it was really interesting how you included a teacher to help, like, kind of help the bullying. What do you think can be done to kind of help teachers realize that bullying is like a bigger problem than I think they realize it is now?
Does anyone different want to answer a question?
Yeah. This is opinion, guys. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, I'll answer. Wait, so
how do we let teachers know that it's a bigger issue than they think?
Well, I think the way, I mean, teachers are probably already having like workshops on bullying, but I just think is like constantly letting them know if somebody is being bullied in class, like constantly let them know how it's affecting that person. Like if you're being bullied, go up to the teacher and tell them how you feel, and tell them how it's making you feel, and you know, just express yourself to that teacher so they can really see the reality of what bullying is. Because I mean, they might see it on the news, but they've never really seen it in front of them. So.
And like we showed in the play, like sometimes teachers joke around also and kind of like add to it just because they want to be like that cool teacher. And I think a way to stop that is just call them out on it, say that's not cool. Because if they're called out, they're going to feel pretty stupid about it. Yeah.
How long have you guys all been acting? And this is the first time for some of you guys?
Like November.
Yeah.
There's like a new thing spring on us.
Yeah.
What about the audience character?
What?
How about, Hyde, you answer this question.
For me, it wasn't.
It was kind of hard for me to get into character because I'm not the mean person ever. Well, yeah, I am, but like it was just hard to be like really like giving like smirks and stuff, and just I don't like
ruining
being
someone's
mean.
life.
Yeah, I don't want to make somebody kill themselves.
Why do you think people bully?
Because they've been bullied.
Well,
Why they've been bullied, or they think it's cool. Yeah. Or sometimes people are just like, their parents are bullying them, they just want to take it out on their friends. Like,
Or just to feel powerful over someone. Sometimes that's what someone needs. Like they don't feel very good about themselves, so in order to make them feel better, they want to act like they're better than someone else and like, you know, exercise their power on someone.
So in order to prevent bullying, how can we reach the bully?
Well, if you have a feeling that there's something wrong with the bully, like in their personal life, I think the best way would be to like approach them and ask them what's going on, even if they might like be, you know, distant from you, like don't try and like not have it, like not even talk to you. I think that's what would make it hard. But just like really try to like get into the bully's heart and just like really connect with them.
Or contact the parent and get them into some type of counseling or something. Because it's really not okay to mess with people like that. Ken.
Do you guys,
You can go first.
Hold on, man.
Ken can wait.
I can wait.
Yeah. So I have two big questions, which is why I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So I wanted to first say congratulations, because it was really powerful. And then the second thing, in the play, you guys have all talked about how you stand up for bullies, or how you can stand up for people who are being bullied, but we never see it. We see the side conversation about people saying, should I, shouldn't I, but we never see anybody stand up. So those are two things I would love to see. And I think you all may or may not have experiences of surviving bullying and standing up. So I would just tap into that to really flesh out the piece. But it was wonderful. Great job, you guys.
Yes.
Do you guys have plans to bring this to high school audiences? And if so, how do you think it would be received by your fellow students and staff at the high schools?
We haven't thought that far yet.
We haven't really talked about it that much.
Can I ask the second part then? How do you think it would be received by your students and staff at your schools?
I honestly think it would be received, knowing how teenagers are nowadays, I don't think they would really take in what we're trying to say. We're hoping to, but some teenagers are kind of hard-headed and hard to get to.
I had two thoughts. I thought it was really powerful too, and I think it was really courageous of you all to do it. So I want to thank you for that. One thought is, one of the moments that I thought was most powerful, and I might get this wrong, is when you say, well, thanks, but you never say it with other kids around. I thought that was really that was a really powerful moment, that you're saying, well, you're being nice to me, but you won't do it in front of other people. And somehow I think inside that is a really important, I don't know where to go with that, but I think that's really important. Which makes me think something else, which is, I think something that also allows you to get people to talk about their own experience. I think high school students would respond. And one possible way of doing it would be to do kind of like a stop action thing, where you could do something up to a certain point and then stop and say, how would you respond, how would you help, what would you do if this was happening to you? Anyway, those are just two ideas.
Does anyone have any last questions? I think we have time for one more. Lisa.
Yes.
Go back.
You think this experience of this play will change your behavior in school when you're present for bullying? if so, yes, great, well, you know, and if not, what would stop you? Is this a difficult thing to do? Has there been any change in your ability to do the right thing in school?
Frank.
Yes, I think this would change my
You do think you'd be more able to?
yeah, because I know like what they go through and how it affects them and how serious it is.
Also, I'll be like more aware of like what kind of bullyings are bullying, because like some of them you can't really see as good as like somebody hitting another kid. So like, because we've talked about all kinds of bullying like during the whole process. So we know like a lot of different types. There's like mental, abuse. There's like a whole bunch. So like I'll be more aware and like caution them out on it.
I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Laura because she she helped me with a lot of figuring stuff out that I had no idea what to do with. And training 10 now young actors was no easy task, so I wanted to thank her.
Okay, so thank you all for coming. Some quick announcements. First, if you'd like to apply to be on a youth team for next year, you can stop by the Hyde Square Task Force office and pick up an application. Second, we are having a community event on June 10th right at the Hyde Square Task Force building behind the church on Center Street. Festivities will begin at 10 a.m. and there will be lots of food, activities, and the Hyde Square Task Force rookie runners will be running their 5K.